Hello everyone, welcome to Top 10 Character Moments. Today we're breaking down my list for the top 10 best DC AMU moments of Batman's son, Damian Wayne. Be sure to tune in every Friday to watch my latest top 10 video. In each video, I will break down my list for a specific character's best moments and why I like them so much. Just remember, this is my personal list, so you don't have to agree with it, but I ask you respect my opinions as I will respect yours. Now, for those who don't know, I'm Ryan Brower. This year, I'm trying to reach 150 subscribers on this channel, and 1,000 subscribers over on my other channel called Sector for Nerds. So I ask not only you subscribe to this channel, but also Sector for Nerds, as it would really mean a lot to me. Thanks, guys. A few years ago, I became a big fan of the DC AMU, and Damian Wayne was by far my favorite character in that universe. He starts out as a spoiled brat and ends up becoming one of the most selfless heroes in the group. Alright, with that in mind, let's get into some honorable mentions. First up, defeating Nightwing. Nightwing being the former Robin is no pushover, but the reason Damian is so good is he was trained by his mother, Talia al Ghul, and his grandfather, Ra's al Ghul. Growing up with teachers like that, being around members of the League of Assassins, you're bound to become a good fighter. Next up, climbing a mountain with a broken wrist at 4 years old. I swear I'm not making this up. Now, this isn't shown on screen, but Damian talks about it. This kid manages to be both scary and awesome at the same time. Even at 4 years old, this kid is able to do incredible things. And finally, telling his father to use protection. That's right, people. The Batman was getting close with the Catwoman, whom Damian doesn't trust considering her past. He also knows Batman's past of dating bad women, including his own mother. But Damian understands. In their line of work, things can get lonely, and sometimes you just gotta get out there and do your thing, you know? But Damian encourages Batman to use protection, watch his drink, you know, all the basics. Just remember, this is Batman's son that's telling him this. He's like, what, 13, maybe 14 at this point? I don't know, I just found this funny. Alright, you guys, let's get into the top 10 list itself. You guys ready? Here we go. At number 10, not Killing Dollmaker. Damian was trained since birth to be a killer, but he actually shows restraint when facing Dollmaker. Now, someone else ends up killing him, and when Batman gets on the scene, he thinks Damian caused it. When Damian explained what happened, he told Batman he listened and honored his teachings of justice, not vengeance, which is a huge step forward for Damian, considering where he was at before. At number 9, taking on Batman. While it may not have been Damian's smartest move, he does hold his own against the Dark Knight. Now, there are definitely moments during this fight where you see Batman conflicted about facing his own son, even protecting him from a big fall as well. But at the same time, Batman was laying in some of those shots hard, and Damian was still fighting back. As Darth Vader would say, impressive, most impressive. At number 8, defeating Deathstroke. Unlike Batman, Deathstroke was actually trying to kill the boy, but Damian not only held his own, he took him down. And once again, the young Robin crucially doesn't kill. He may be his mother's son, but he's also his father's son too. At number 7, defending Raven. This is something that happened on several occasions in Justice League vs. Teen Titans, a great movie with a misleading name. This is where we start to see Robin truly caring about the Titans, but perhaps he cares about Raven more than just being teammates with each other. When the Justice League tried to take Raven away from the teens, Damian was like, yeah, that ain't happening, she stays with us. And even in the final battle scenes for the Titans as well, Damian was still defending her. At number 6, trying to save Dick Grayson with the Lazarus Pit. Unfortunately, it didn't really work. But at the same time, I appreciate Damian trying to do what he can to help the man who's pretty much his brother, especially when at the start they didn't really like each other that much. At number 5, I'm a Titan. At the start of Justice League vs. Teen Titans, once again a great movie except for the title, Damian wanted nothing to do with the Titans. But as the movie goes on, he does start to care about them more. This is personified when confronted by his grandfather, Ra's al Ghul. Grandpa is sitting there saying, you can be this and you can be that. And then Robin's just like, I'm a Titan. And I'm sitting there going, that's my boy. At number 4, spending some fun time with the Teen Titans. I absolutely love this scene. It's my favorite moment in Justice League vs. Teen Titans because we just get to see them being teens and not Titans. They're at an amusement park, playing games, going on the Ferris wheel, etc. Gar and Jaime were trying to one-up each other on games, while Damian and Raven spent more time messing around with each other, or just sitting there awkwardly on the Ferris wheel and not saying a word to each other. And then there's the crown jewel, the Just Dance scene. Beast Boy one-ups Blue Beetle and then Damian steps in. He may not know how to dance, but he's a quick learner. The thing I love so much about Damian is even though he's a brat and a showboat, he can back it up. He'll take the thing you're good at and go, okay, you know what? I'm gonna beat you at your own game just because I can. And he does. Shout out to the music in this scene as well. At number 3, expressing feelings for Raven. Oh, I've been waiting for this one. In the movie Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, my favorite DC movie ever, Damian and Raven have some private time to catch up after being separated for a few years. During that time, Robin confesses that when he asked her to join the League of Assassins, he was doing it not because she was a good fighter, but because he had feelings for her. And I love how immediately Raven had that look of, oh my gosh, he likes me. Raven says she didn't go with Damian because her father wants to kill him, and then Damian holds her hand. Raven smiles. Damian smiles. Got that feeling they're gonna you-know-what crap they cut away. But it's okay, because eventually it does happen, and what a coincidence, it's my number 2 on this list. Perfect segue. At the end of Apocalypse War, before the flashpoint happens, we get to see the two of them share a kiss. To be honest, I selfishly would have wanted to see a movie about Damian and Raven, and just them trying to survive on a damaged Earth. But it's okay, I get Apocalypse War was a good endpoint, and we actually got to see a DC Universe timeline from start to finish. I just love those characters in this universe so much. I would have loved to have seen more from them. And honestly from the rest of the Titans group as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the original Teen Titans show, but what they had in this universe was something special in my opinion. And at number 1, my favorite Damian Wayne moment, taking a bullet for his father. This was a crazy scene. After Damian is able to break Batman free of Darkseid's mind control, he steps in the way of Darkseid's Omega beams and pretty much gets disintegrated. Before he dies, he thanks his father for showing him the way and to always remember justice, not vengeance, which is the most powerful part to me. Going back to when we first meet Damian, he's obsessed with killing and being a piece of shit too. Fast forward how many movies later, he's saying Batman's code of honor. I was so sad when I thought he died. Luckily, Raven was there to bring him back. Like Damian tried to do for Dick, she had to take a chance, and it paid off. And she became White Raven in this scene too, which is like my favorite Raven, I love it. So there you have it guys, that's my list for the top 10 best Damian Wayne moments. Stay tuned every Friday for a new episode of Top 10 Character Moments. Next week, I'll be breaking down my picks for one of 2 people. It's either Scott Lang, aka the Ant-Man, if I haven't released that video yet. It all depends on when I see the movie and how quickly I can record and edit the video together. There's a lot that's still TBD at the time of this recording. But if it has been released at this point, I'll be breaking down my picks for the best moments of the beautiful and talented chi blocker, Ty Lee. Thank you all for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.